Jane or Carlos?
Yeah, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's another Monday where we usually have our UNAD weekly meetings, and it's a pleasure to always have you guys on board. It's a pleasure to also be on board so that we can get to discuss matters affecting Africa and come out with solutions and mitigation measures in various areas that affect Africa. Our aim is to make Africa great and to empower the Africans to make impact in their communities and in the entire society so that we can realize the big dream of Africa. Yeah, so my name is Jane Joroge. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm the Secretary General of UnityNet Africa and Diaspora. I'm also the President of UnityNet Kenya, and we have our core leaders within the UnityNet Africa and Diaspora board. And in a while, they are going to introduce themselves so that we can get to know most of them, especially them that are going to be on board. So I'm going to actually invite our continental president, who is Dr. Carlos, to come and give us a presentation of who UnityNet Africa and Diaspora is and what we are all about. He's going to share with us the mission and the vision of UnityNet Africa and Diaspora and our expectations moving forward. So to you, Mr. Carlos, who is our continental president, kindly come aboard and address the team tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Continental Secretary General. Jane, I appreciate you, and I want to welcome each and every one of us here today, and welcome even those who are on their way to join in this meeting, this session. This is a platform or a session that we came together, the diaspora and the African resident. We say, let us come together and discuss possible development pathways and the current situation or situations we have wherever you find yourself in every corner of Africa, and what are the preferred solutions that all of us can work in to ensure that we move Africa ahead. We move Africa from the current situation where it is. So therefore, I feel honored together with our colleagues, the international team, the UnityNet International, together with the UnityNet Africa and Diaspora, that we agreed that it is a moment for us to join forces, both Africa and international, to push development ahead. And so therefore, UnityNet Africa and Diaspora, it stands to promoting the development interface in Africa, nothing else. We say no more allowing retrogression, but progression. And so in supporting and providing sustainable solutions to African interventions, looking at the past interventions, some of our partners, our colleagues, and other international organizations have benchmarked We learn from them in the area of youth, in the area of women, in the area of children, etc. So therefore, there is no way we can harness this or succeed in this if we don't have a platform to discuss the issues. And so therefore, this platform is for all of us. Either you are in Canada, Mexico, America, in Europe, Asia, for us to look at the possible ways. Africa today, we are faced with one, hunger and starvation is very, very common. Why? Why are we still struggling in Africa with all the minerals, with all the natural resources we have that we can utilize equally with the human capital we have together with our international partners? We still have young people. We still have people who are every day traveling, finding the road path to Europe and America, dying on the way, dying in the beaches, dying in the seas. Why? Why we are still? Is it because of poor governance or bad governance? Is it because of not willing to change, to adopt functional education or functional system that will change the dynamics, the current dynamics to realities? Why are we still struggling that our women, the maternal deaths are increasing every week, every day, every month? Why? Why is it that our healthcare sector is still the worst in the world? Why is it that we have the oldest entertainment or edutainment system? When you look at history, when you go back to history, that today that one is dying, which has a very powerful psychosocial system that brings people together, unify them, promote peace building. But yet, all those areas are not functional. Why is it that all the atrocities, violence, war, all sorts of bad things, issues, these crimes and all these ones are still embedded within us as Africans or in Africa? Why is it that we are always the icon of evil or bad things in Africa? And it is high time for all of us to know that no, we are here to say no, and we are ready. We are ready for an actual change. So that's why UnityNet Africa and Diaspora is here. UnityNet Africa and Diaspora has set up the benchmark, the platform, both physical and virtual, for us to be able to change or to transform. We want to see from an input stage to an output stage, a merit, a system of accomplishment, a system of accreditation, a system of good examples, a system of people you can count on, a system where you can see that trade an industry is an example. A system where you can see food is in abundance. A system where you can see young people, they are in peace and they promote and they contribute towards peace building activities. They are no more in the negative. A system where our children and yet on board, they have hope. They have hope. And so our colleagues are here and we appreciate you all. We appreciate you and thank you. That's why we are here. And all this one, yes, we want to look at our ecotourism, how people in the Caribbean, people in Europe, in America, in Canada, they can yearn in or run to come to Africa as safe haven. Thank you, Madam Continental Secretary.
Thank you very much, our Continental President, Dr. Carlos, for the great overview of who UnityNet Africa and Diaspora is and our projections for the future. I believe we are all on the same page in regards to why we are here and the outcome of the
excuse me, we're not on the same page. Excuse me, we are not on the same page.
Yes, Mr. Michel.
I'm sorry, we are not on the same page.
Well, now it's not the time to discuss it. We'll discuss that after the presentation. Thank you, Mitch. Please continue, Jane.
Yeah, thank you very much. We are going to take in questions so that we can bring us all into the understanding of why we are here and where we are headed so that we can forge way forward. I want to welcome every guest that is here tonight with us. Thank you for your time. It's invaluable and we appreciate your coming on board, and your contribution and your input is highly regarded. Thank you so much. So right now, I'm going to welcome our guest today so that you can have an opportunity to introduce yourself to us. So if this is your first time to be here on the meeting with us, I would like you to unmute and introduce yourself. If you have a question, kindly raise your hand. I think there's an icon for raising up our hands so that we can actually have the opportunity to contribute or give our input or give recommendation, yeah, or even ask our questions. So going back to our list of members, I want to check who is our guest today. And we can start off with Madam Akam Asrat. Akam Asrat, kindly unmute yourself and introduce yourself to us briefly in 1 minute. Madam Akam Asrat, if you can hear me, kindly unmute yourself.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you, Jen. I'm Acham Asrat, connected from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, representing Save to Save organization. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Did you say where you're coming from, Madam Akam?
Yes, please. I'm from Ethiopia.
Okay, thank you. Good to have you on board. I have seen the name Aissata Diallo, but I've never heard you introduce yourself. If you can kindly do so today, even if I know this is not your first time to be here, you can come through. Aissata Diallo, if you can hear me, please. Okay. If you cannot hear me, we can move on to Mr. Michel Gold. Kindly come through, sir, and introduce yourself to the team.
Thank you for the introduction. My name is Mitchell Gold. I've been a peacemaker for, well, let's say many years. So you can say I've been unsuccessful for many years. but what I learned about peacemaking is what we need to apply into the future. And I traveled the world at international conferences where I learned a lot of the problems that each of the systems have. And there's pretty common problems to all of the
30, you have 30 seconds left, Mitch.
30 seconds. Normally I take 20 minutes to
30
introduce myself.
seconds.
Okay, well, let's say I'm a peacemaker and I'm here to get you guys on the right track. And if you're interested, fine. The way you're going to get interested is by recognizing the position of United Nations Resident Coordinator and ask yourself, what is your relationship with your country's United Nations Resident Coordinator, and look to how you can get that person to implement UNDRIP into your society.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mish, for that brief introduction. I believe we are going to get to know you much better when you do your presentation, which you're planning to do very soon. So I want to ask the Continental Board, that is UnityNet Africa and Diaspora Continental Board, to introduce themselves before we go to the UNI team for their introduction. We have Madam Malaika with us. And then after Madam Malaika, we are going to have Mr. Samson Oluoch introducing himself. Madam Malaika, you can come through. Madam Malaika, if you can hear me, kindly introduce yourself to us as one of the board of directors in UNAT.
Thank you so much.
We can hardly hear you, Madam Malaika.
And in Uganda, I advocate and support for the older persons, and I'm so happy to be part of this meeting. Actually, I'm very happy because I've been missing a lot of meetings because of the unavoidable circumstances that have been surrounding me. But today I'm here to follow up on the discussions and what I missed before. Thank you so much, our able leaders.
Thank you very much, Madam
And thank
Malaika.
you, Madam Chair.
Yeah, and your great work in UNAD. We also have another board of director in UNAD, that is Mr. Samson Oluoch. Kindly come through, sir, and introduce yourself.
Thank you all, and thank you very much, yes, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Samson Oluoch, as mentioned by Madam Jane. I'm the director.
Please speak up, Samson.
Oh, sorry. I'm saying I'm Samson Oluoch from Kenya. I am the Continental Official Advisor. Also, I am the Director of Bridges of Hope at Swaliga, Kenya, NGO. I'm happy to be on board. I've missed some meetings due to a lot of commitments and some of the issues that are happening on the field, but I support the movement fully. Be blessed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samson, for that brief introduction. We have one final board of directors who is aboard today, and that is Madam Fatmata Akam.
Isn't
Kindly
Heinrich included on the national board?
Sorry?
Heinrich is here as well.
I can hardly hear you, Mr. Andrew.
I'm sorry, I said Hendrik is here as well, I believe.
Okay. We can have Madam Fatmata, then we can go to Mr. Henry.
Yes, good day, all of you. It's been quite a long time now. Sorry for everything. It has been challenging here. I am Fatmata, Pastor Fatmata Binta Akam. I am the Assistant Continental Project Director, and also the UnityNet Sierra Leone Chapter President. Good to join you today.
Thank you very much, Madam Fatmata. It's been a while. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Now we are going to have Mr. Hendrik introducing himself to us. You can come through, sir.
Good afternoon from South Africa. Thank you very much for this opportunity to introduce.
Okay, all right, okay.
My name is Henry van der Merwe. I'm in Gauteng province in South Africa, in the city van der Bijl Park, and I'm part of UnityNet South Africa. Yeah, working together with the team to make Africa great. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hendrik, for that brief. And finally, we are going to have the UNITE team represented by Dr. Lloyd Helfati. Kindly introduce yourself in 30 seconds before we get to Madam Lisa. Mr. Lloyd.
Hello. Yes, hello everybody. So I am here in Canada, and Lloyd Helferty, yes, so I am Chief Ecosystem Director, Program Development Director, Sustainable Society Consultant for Energym University, which of course is in Manhattan. So I'm in Markham in Toronto, and we are launching UnityNet International with our first continental chapter, of course, being UNAD, UnityNet Africa and Diaspora. So we will eventually create as well other continental chapters around the world, but they will be modeled on the UNAD success, which I am trying to move forward as fast as we can to implement some demonstration projects, possibly starting in Sierra Leone, but right now it's initial discussions, and we are moving forward as quickly as we can to as well build our network here in the Greater Toronto area and in Ontario. So we'll continue to keep everybody updated as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lloyd, for the brief. We go to Madam Lisa in 1 second, in 1 minute. Kindly introduce yourself to us.
Hello, thank you, Jane. My name is Lisa Sutphin. I'm a member of the International Dance Council, Conseil International de la Danse of UNESCO. My job is to bring cultural education back into the schools. Presently, I'm working to unify hip hop culture so that it can run its own sport, breaking in the Olympics, rather than the capitalist groups that are trying to colonize it, as they've done for since its inception. So you can find my contact information in the chat. I'm happy to talk with anybody. I've also been interviewing people on the ground on the continent of Africa, not just for culture, but permaculture, agroforestry, and a variety of other issues according to the design I put forward. The baseline construction of community-based business partnerships so that we can actually have a structure from the ground up on this huge effort that UNI is trying to organize. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Lisa. We really appreciate you. Then we are going to have our host for our weekly meetings. That is Andrew Networks, to introduce himself to us. And we really appreciate you, sir, for the great work that you always do in regards to the meeting and in regards to UNAD. You can come through, sir, and introduce yourself to us briefly.
Well, thank you so much. This is Andrew Williams Jr. I'm concurrently hosting another event, so I will be unable to participate except in the background, but in the chat, I did put my contact information. I look forward to working and networking with everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Andrew. for that brief introduction, and thank you everyone else for introducing yourself briefly. We go right to our next agenda, which is our presentations. And I can see all our presenters are here. So we are going to start off with Madam Angela Kamara. I hope today your network is good, and we are going to have your presentation coming through. Madam Angela, you're ready? Angela Kamara. Kindly unmute yourself. We can't hear you, Madam Angela. Unmute yourself, please. Just click on the microphone icon at the foot of your gadget. Madam Angela, kindly unmute yourself. There's a microphone at the foot of your gadget. Kindly click on it so that you can get your audio. Okay. As we are preparing for her to get through, I think we can move ahead to our next presenter. Let's see whether she's going to get. Yes. So thank you. You're most welcome, Madam Angela. Kindly, you can go ahead with your presentation today.
Okay. Good afternoon to everybody.
Good afternoon.
Yes. First of all, I really thank God and appreciate God for me to be here on this platform. Appreciate God and appreciate everyone in this platform today. I'm Angela Kamara, Sierra Leone. I'm a local farmer. I'm here to represent myself, especially in the women of Sierra Leone, because the way our and the way agriculture is very, very poor, especially with the women, because few of us just but we find it very, very difficult to do agriculture, especially cash crop. We find it very difficult because we don't have support, we don't have lands. Not easy for us to have access land, because especially with the women in Sierra Leone, of land in Sierra Leone, so we find it very difficult. So I thought it fit that is the right time for us, with the women in Sierra Leone, to stand so that we can develop agriculture, because agriculture is the backbone of any country. But in Sierra Leone here, agriculture, they don't put it in front. Because without agriculture, we are not able to feed ourselves. So we the women, we started that we have to come together, but we have so many challenges that we are facing. Are you hearing me? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we hear you.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes. Yeah. So we have many challenges that we are facing. The last time I sent a statement to Madam Jane, I said, we are embarking on small scale farming. Now we want to do a large scale farming. How? We want to go on about this large scale farming because we don't have support. Even the land is very difficult for us. We don't have access. Because normally we don't have money to lease this land. We only do it as a village community level. We meet the chief, we talked to the chief, said, okay, we want to come and do this agriculture. But in 1 year and 2 years' time, we just give a small choke to the chief, then we access the land. But we don't to do these activities, because the last time I wrote on groundnut production and maize production. Now we don't have to stop only on this groundnut production. We want to do agricultural value chain, because whenever you do farming, especially when you plant, you harvest, you have these goods, you have this produce, you have to go with it to the market. How you manage to get profits unless you do agricultural value chain? This agricultural value chain means a lot. Like, for example, we have trainings, because we lack of trainings, we have capacity building, we have machines, then we have to process. From processing, we have to do agricultural value chain, packaging, sorting. From there, we take these goods to the market. So we find it very, very difficult how to go about this agriculture, because the government will not support on agriculture. Because in Sierra Leone, we have fertile land, but because no government, no NGO will stand, say, I'm going to embark on agriculture. Because in Sierra Leone, we are enough. We are capable of enough. We are capable to feed ourselves, but we don't have the machines, we don't have the support how to go about this agriculture, especially this rice production. Even the last time I embarked on rice production, by doing it on IVS. And it's very difficult to apply the fertilizer, because a bag of fertilizer in Sierra Leone is 1 million loads. So a local farmer will not afford that money to buy that fertilizer. So it's very, very difficult with us. I even discussed with Mr. Carlos. I said, Mr. Carlos, I said, for me, I love agriculture. I said, I want to go in a large scale farming. I said, but I so many, I work with the group, they are beneficiaries. But the problem that we are facing is agriculture is a practical aspect. Okay, now I've already decided to embark on granules, on maize production. Now I want to do a value chain. How am I going to do this value chain? I don't have my how to process this corn, this maize production. For this maize to produce it as corn flakes, corn meal, I don't have the machine, I don't have the technical, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have any capacity building. Now I have to embark on granite production. How to embark on granite production? I have all the plants. How am I going this granite production, for this granite production to become a value chain? I don't have the technical know-how, because I don't have training. I don't have any machine to process this granite. The other thing is with storage facility. It's very, very difficult for us in Sierra Leone, because whenever I'm going to farming, you have to have storage facility. It's very important, because you have to store this produce. From there, you do your processing and you market it. So we find it very difficult. That's why I even read the statement the last time that we need help, especially with the women in Sierra Leone, because we want to feed ourselves. We don't want to depend on this import like this plum peanuts, unless they import it. In Sierra Leone, we want to process our own so that we can supply it to the hospitals, to the malnourished, to the other NGOs, especially the important keys that they play. Especially now we are embarking on poultry. Poultry, the last time in Sierra Leone, unless they imported eggs, but now we have started producing our own eggs. Poultry also, we find it very difficult to start this poultry, because the maize, a bag of maize is 800,000. Because when we interviewed some farmers, they said last time they sold it 600, but now the fertilizer is 1 million, and they don't have machines to plow. The labor is very difficult for them. So I thought it's fit that we need help for us to embark in agriculture, because any country you live, agriculture is the backbone. But in Sierra Leone, seriously, they don't consider agriculture. We want to easy for us, especially with the women in Sierra Leone, because for Sierra the problem we have, even you are graduated, is very, very difficult for you to get a job. The employment rate is very low. So that's why for me, I thought it's that when I embark in agriculture, it's a self-employment for me. Other women will benefit from this UnityNet Sierra Leone and this local farming. Because I've done it, but now I want to improve it. Have a value chain to process and also a training, because all about agriculture is a training sector. When you have the capacity building, you'll be able to market your goods. You'll be able to do processing, then you'll be able to sell these goods in the markets. So I'm very, very happy today. Although my health is not okay, but I really appreciate God, because God will keep me today for me to be here.